Hello guys and welcome back to this chaotic gnome forest. I'm Light the Gnome and today we're going on with the plot of the main event. I actually should have recorded the new anecdote today, but it's still not out, so I guess I'm gonna record this for now. So I will make my life easy for this weekend. Let's go in, okay? The according sign carrying its passion into the distance. Let's go for it. The warm current of the ocean is a stranger to this place. The long silent dock seems to be pinning for visitors to bustle once more with industry. A lone figure stands there, resolute, unblinking. And who is that? EVGENI! Villa stretches out as she stands beside him. The scales on her wrist and ankles catch the light, shimmering against a white reflection in the water.
Do you really think it's a good idea to turn to Zeno for help?
That's probably not a good idea, but I mean, do you have a choice?
We have drawn almost every man and woman from the mining facilities to get rid of the critters nesting around the port. Most of the defense team were injured. Some lightly, but others got much worse. It will be weeks before they can return to duty. If an attack like the one at the rehearsal happens again, I'm not sure we will be able to protect ourselves.
Oh no. His stance doesn't waver, but his face turns stiffly towards the abandoned mine, far in the distance. Kittiwakes screech as they swoop down over the vast white tundra.
I know most of our people are frustrated with Zeno's arrival, but I expected better from you, Villa.
And why the arrival of Zeno will not be a pacific one,
People trust you, and they will follow you, but that doesn't make you right. Maybe you're still too young to see the dangers.
I don't know about that.
I might be wrong, but history is a long lesson in learning what is right through being unafraid to be wrong.
Tell him.
Sadly, we don't have time for trial and error.
And this is your excuse for making decisions for us against our will?
I will hold myself responsible for my decisions. In that, you have my word.
Their conversation reached deadlock once again. Fortunately, elsewhere there are others with fewer and simple burdens.
Today is the day of our welcome ceremony.
Baby!
Villa said when the bell rings, the important people from the Dorothy's Academy will arrive. Everyone looks excited. Nina has put on her best dress. I know she'll be great on stage. Basono will do all with Piotr. It's his duty to protect the princess. As for me, I got a new job from Mr. EVGENI.
My god, what is your new job?
Salute, shake hands, and give them the warmest welcome.
The child nods solemnly, aware of the weight mission he must undertake. The little standard bearer stands ready to receive Rayashki's latest guest. Ah, hello! It's the doggo, more or less.
What, this? They're bubbles in the water.
The critter pops its head out of the water, two eyes staring out at the boy with bewilderment. Bewilderment.
Again, Kikirn. Are you planting sunflowers under the water?
Why is this baby so precious? It's just me or someone else have his heart warmed up by this smile? I can't. I literally can't. Please.
Have you brought your friends?
Oh. Is it a friendly friend though? Bubbles swell on the open surface of the water as more kicking breaks up through the slurry of ice. Through their peculiar appearance difference from the one to the next, they all possess large lamp-like eyes that look out and around with curiosity. Okay.
1, 2. Oh, your friends also have 6 legs.
So cool. It's like the dogs in Avatar.
Look, they're wearing needle grass and flat files on their legs. Are you also here for the ceremony?
I don't know. He's literally not afraid anymore from the critters after WINDSONG'S explanation that they're actually they can do harm. I mean, they're not very dangerous for them. The child takes pride in his imagined duties.
Welcome, Kikirin and friends. Welcome to the prettiest town in all of the Arctic. Rayashki.
With the prettiest child of all.
Please, enjoy our song.
His cheeks flush as spirited childish voice reverberate in unison out in the sea ahead. Seagulls take flight as a distant stern starts to spring to life and rushes over.
Comrade August, what are you doing?
Whoa! I'm welcoming Vicky Kieran.
It wasn't supposed to be part of the welcoming. The child happily salute the Kikins as they step onto the dock.
Get out of there, they're dangerous.
No, they're not.
Defense team, drive them away.
No!
Wait, these are Kikirn. They're not aggressive. They're just curious about us. The kids seem to like them.
The defense team moves swiftly and without hesitation.
Get rid of them.
EVGENI, no. No!
Command, comrade.
No! Not in front of the child, please! Don't do that! What? But I don't want to! Let's go. It's time to try the little August. I'm super ready.
Welcome, friends.
My internet is less ready than me. Ok. First of all,
Let's shake hands.
let's shake hands. Let's go. Oh, the field is full of sunflower. I'm so sorry to be fighting them. I mean, they look pretty scary, so fair. But when the child said they're his friends, okay. Let's go for
Salute.
your attack.
I want you
Tum 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 tum. Tum 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 tum. I'm using the event to try out some other characters that I can't use normally. Just because.
Let's shake hands.
Let's shake hands. Opla. Tum tum tum. He's so baby. I love him. And you must ask, why did you build a little bit August before Villa? Because as I said in the video pulse and reaction, I have wrong priorities. Okay,
Let's shake hands.
almost done. Let's go. Isn't it actually very wrong the fact that I'm using August to fight them?
The mother of arrogance.
Well, let's go. We don't talk about that. Sprays of ballet and bursts of flame disrupt the water surface, following the Kikins as they dive in, one after another. Alarms wail in the distance, but the Kikins are already gone, long gone. The children who came to see them are left on the ground, gripping their hats over their ears.
The Kikirans are all gone. I think they don't like us anymore.
I mean, fair. You literally kicked them out. No, poor babies.
Comrade Evgeny.
Now Vila is going to kick his ass super hard.
Take the kids back to where they were, Comrade Vila. It was your duty to protect them.
And it was your duty not to make them cry? Shouldn't you protect them? His order Frizzle out as soon as they are saved.
Maybe if we make the town a better place, more friends will come back. Then they will also come back. That makes sense.
Okay, they made up their mind. They instantly stopped crying and they decided to do something else instead. The researcher observed all this form of nearby vantage. Her notebook rustled with a sighing.
The family of Kikiran includes dozens of subspecies, but none of them are so greatly adapted to water as this. That is to say, they might also be affected by the ley energy under Rayashki. Pity that they were driven away. There was much we could have learned from them.
Yeah, what a shame. I wonder who is at fault here. She looks up. A blanket of clouds obscured the sun, with all a few rays of light breaking through. What?
The temperature here is rising much faster than expected, and much earlier in the season. I imagine if you asked the Weather Bureau, they would say this is just an odd occurrence of unseasonable weather outside of expected ranges.
Are we sure about that? Uh-oh. The booming sound of cannon fire interrupted Windsong's train of thought. What? Why are they using the cannon fire?
The Xeno investigators should be here any minute.
And why are you using cannon fire? I mean, are you ready to fight him? I thought you wanted to ask him for help.
I must stress again how important the ceremony could be for our future. Our town's economy is facing a cliff. And I am sure each one of you has noticed the increased rationing.
Yes, I think we all have.
If we wish to take care of our people in the future and protect our friends and family from these frequent creature attacks, we need Xeno's support. So we will work with Xeno, because we must.
Okay, but as always, why did you decide everything on your own? I mean, if you just told two people in advance, I think more of them would be happy with your idea, just because it's actually probably the best idea to come up with. But if you don't talk to them and you impose to them, this is not how a good leader should behave.
The future of Rayashki is in our hands. So is the future of every comrade here. And we need the cooperation of every man and woman here.
He stares fall down the Rosalka vibrant tail. After a pause, his target replies.
Xeno's ships are very fast, so as soon as they appear on the horizon, our ceremony will begin.
Okay, what is this ceremony?
Understood.
They're welcoming Xeno with a singing performance. Is that it? The child rises in unison, looking out at the pale blue horizon. The sea responds placidly. Salmon leap out from the water, seagulls circling along the empty coastline, yet no sign of the anticipated ship appears. The quiet expectation of the adult set the children to whisper.
Xeno is late.
I wonder why.
So late that Miss Villa would say they're absent.
Do you think something bad happened to them?
No, but I think something bad is about to happen here.
What are they doing there?
Good question. No answer come, but a new event catches their attention.
Oh, something is falling.
Snow?
Light and soft. Like a polar bear's head.
Light and soft. Dark clouds press down on them, blocking out the final rays of sunlight. Okay.
Poor bear. Losing all his hair.
Oh no. Snowflakes flutter down across the grey sky. Converging in the blustering wind, they fall towards the town.
It's snow!
It's about to... I mean, I don't think this is a gentle snow. Maybe something like a storm is about to happen. Not this storm, like an actual storm.
What? How can there be snow in summer?
Ah, that's a good question.
Is this related to the strange thing AVGUST'S said earlier?
Actually, I would love to have some snow right now. It's so fucking hot in Italy.
If so, I'm happy that these aren't stones or a dark cloud spit.
The children huddle near August, astonished by the accuracy of his prediction.
AVGUST! I can't believe it! You were never right before.
Ugh. Oh, it's chilly. The snow is biting against my skin.
Oopsie.
I'm sorry, AVGUST. I shouldn't call you a liar.
That's right. And don't call him a liar anymore. Okay? Okay. He lowers his head hesitantly.
But will Rayashki really get into trouble?
I wonder. A gentle hand nudges Piotr. It was that the pronunciation, right? Piotr. Okay. A motion learned from someone older and wiser.
Piotr, we will
Piotr.
not be defeated. Not by clouds or bears.
Look. Where I'm looking. Oh, so this is the whistle performance.
Mr. Tortoise is walking very slowly.
Mr. Tortoise? Who is that?
But no one has left their position. For Rayashki, you little swans must go back to your lake too. Go as fast as you can.
Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna follow your order, little August.
We will.
Don't forget your own job, AVGUST.
Obviously. Aww. The children return to their position and ready themselves.
So, this milky white line is this snowstorm. The average temperature in Rayashki has reached its highest point in the last 5 years, which together with the abnormally rich air moisture have produced an unseasonal and odd kind of snow. The weather forecast was wrong. Ley lines were right.
Windsong can't hide her excitement. She learned up a wall some distance from Event, her pen flying across page after page of notice, until she is compelled to snap back to reality. The assembly before her has barely moved. The snow claims more territory by the minute, over sea and land, piling up the railings and rising over booths large and small. Huh? Ooh. Is that Zeno? A distant foreground accompanies the sign of flag piercing up into the horizon. Zeno arrives at last. Hello?
Everyone listen.
Yes.
Our ceremony will begin.
Okay.
As you command, comrade.
Music, please.
Oh wow. I didn't expect this type of music.
Отпусти вчерашний день, оставь прошлое. Каждый шаг рисует новый день. Не смотри назад, не теней, не дном. Светлые небеса путешествуем.
Wow. Is this actually original or is a song that really exists? The steamship pulls into their rudimentary harbor, but no further movement follows. A porthole opens, but no voice comes out. No sound whatsoever beyond the lapping waves. A letter flutters out toward the anxious crowd.
It's a pleasure to speak to you all, our valued friends in Rayashki.
Wow. Wow. Well, I mean, you could at least send someone, a person. No, just a letter in a boat, for real.
On behalf of ZENO'S Academy, I am here to announce the details of the ZENO-Rayashki Cooperation Agreement.
And this is not even Zeno. Okay, wow, incredible.
As many of you have expected, a squad of armed troops will soon be sent to aid you with the critter problem.
Fantastic.
However, having given it careful consideration, we have decided that the town of Rayashki is no longer viable for our continued support and must be abandoned. We advise that all residents prepare to be transferred to a new post.
Wow.
Immediately.
Imagine ask for help to someone so that you can actually continue to live in your lovely land, and that someone say to you, yes, we will send you help, but you need to go away in any case. Well, thank you for nothing, I guess.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Fuck you.
What?
That's right. Everyone shocked? Nice. We are all shocked. To be continued. Zeno, you're mean. So mean. Okay. Good days, bad days. The era can shape us, but it can also destroy us. So just relax and take it easy, everyone says. Okay. I'm gonna take it easy. Oh. What is this? Meeting room.
I don't see the point of your reluctance.
And who the fuck are you? It's very little, this room, but I guess it's fair. I mean, for a little land, little room. Bertolt? Attack on Titan? The frowning master of ceremonies straightens the tortoise pattern letter and then shoves it into its envelope.
The letter conveyed Zeno's decision clearly.
Yes, and our problem is that we are not okay with his decision.
I suggest we warm ourselves up with a few drinks before we go. Do you have any stowage in town? Better than sitting here dwelling on the things that cannot be changed. Please, tell me you have something like cocoa here?
Their long-awaited guests stretch lazily, as if no one is around and sink into the perch. The tension in the air hangs like fumes waiting to ignite.
This is not what we agreed on earlier, Mr. Bertolt.
Now, fight for your rights.
Calm yourself, Villa.
EVGENI, shut up.
You must be mistaken, my very passionate friend. Zeno sent a warning months ago. The estimated value Rayashki can add to Zeno's program is less than satisfactory. Further support is no longer recommended. Should any new valuable resources be found in the region, please reply to this letter as soon as possible for further assessment. Then we heard back from Rayashki. In fact, the sender was you, EVGENI.
I knew it. Why did you do that?
Yes, it was.
Now he's about to say another bullshit like, no, it was everything was for my land. I mean, for my people and so on. I know that's actually the truth. I can see EVGENI wanting to help his people. But why like this? Why on your own? Talk to them. My god.
And it was you yourself that argued the most compelling point, I have to say. One that has drawn the higher-ups' attention. And the reason why I was sent here.
Explain.
I believe you wrote, I have total faith in the quality of the people of Rayashki. Their solidarity, dedication, and motivation have proven invaluable to us.
Look at him. I know you love your people.
I am certain they would carry those same strengths of character and skill to any post, no matter where they were assigned.
No. Evgeni, why? Why did you choose these words? He folds the letter and hands it to Vila, her face blank as canvas.
Zeno accepted my application. Of course, I asked around before making my submission, and Zeno seemed to have a good reputation. It was a golden opportunity to join them.
It is. But do not get us wrong. Our entrance requirements can be most difficult to meet. Zeno only takes in the best of the best.
You want some of us to work for Zeno? You never told us anything like that. Evgeni!
That's what happened when someone decides to do everything on his own. I mean, maybe he was thinking about his people, but for the majority, it's always about profit.
Be reasonable, Vila. Some of us deserve this opportunity.
Fuck you.
What about the others? We have elders and children. Some of our comrades have been injured and even died in the mine. Are we to forget their sacrifices?
She tries to suppress the grillos on her neck as they heave violently.
Relax, my friend. That's why we sent our very best biological control squad.
Huh?
We will escort you to the nearest shelter.
Another wave upon a relentless wave of shock.
Face reality, Vila. I know how much effort we have put into building this town, and I understand you have this dream to fulfill.
No. No sweet talk here. You're just an asshole.
But we must prepare for the worst. We may have to give up on our Rayashki.
He takes out a document covered in scratch note and annotation and hands it to her. Okay.
Read this.
Rayashki
Field
preliminary
investigation
report.
has confirmed that the remaining rhenium reserves in Rayashki are around 0.0173 kilotons, which is less than 0.275% of our average annual output. The mine is located high within the Arctic Circle, which has entailed significant transportation costs. The harsh environment is also wholly unsuitable for building any permanent processing facilities. In addition, military spending on the region has recently been elevated 3.61 times due to increasing animal and critter attacks, and that number is still rising. Clearly, the region is now incapable of self-management.
And obviously, other people, and not the one that actually live there, decide this.
According to the guide on global humanitarian aid by the Office for Disaster Risk Reduction of ZENO'S Academy, we propose to...
The long name. It's so... Every time, even in the real life, every time I see an association with such a long name, I find it so stupid. I know it's like a big phrase to just explain very clearly just from the name of the association of what they do, but at the same time is kind of cringe. Why? Why?
Send a special squad to the region to evacuate all local citizens and subsequently take care of the remaining biological control issues.
Exactly, how do they plan to take care of them if they want to evacuate all the people in the island, in the city, in the village? Are they actually going to, I don't know, use bomb or something that could actually harm the people if they don't give up on their land? Or what? Why do they need people to go away from here?
And our admission standards will be lowered. at ZENO'S discretion, so that you will all find work with us somewhere.
Yeah, what a nice things to do. ZENO representative offers a timely, if unconvincing, supplement to the letter. The paper creases and crumples into a ball in her hands.
I'm sorry, but this is reality.
I'm sorry.
From the start, this ore was the only thing they wanted from us. The environment here has always been harsh for mining, but we overcame it and sent our shipments to wherever ZENO had need of them.
I don't want to hear you talk anymore.
And I salute each one of you for your work, my friends.
But now, our mission is over.
Why? Why did you have to decide it on your own? There is no doubt in anyone's mind that Reno has been the town lifeblood and the key to its survival.
I believe all of you will continue to work hard in your new positions, no matter what.
And I believe that Vila is going to find you everywhere to let you pay for this.
You shouldn't rush to a decision. We are discussing Rayashki's future here, Yevgeny. For 6 decades, the people here have put in great efforts to turn the town into what it is today. We won't leave just because you tell us so. Our grandparents didn't even have construction equipment at the beginning. They built these houses with their own hands. We ship over the planting soil. We build walls to keep out the wind and snow.
Within the meeting room cloister's wall, the air is heavy with moisture once more.
When you came here, you brought books for the children and introduced us to a species different than humans. You became one of us. I'm not happy about this either, Comrade Vila.
I won't buy that, Comrade Yevgeny. This is not just about my dream, but everyone's dream.
I'm totally with Vila, obviously.
Or have you forgotten what Rayashki was meant to be?
A utopia built for and by everyone. The voice of a better future. One which would sound across the land and seas.
I actually have a question, totally unrelated to this situation, but is Comrade used like a friendly way to talk to someone? Like, it's like some sort of my friend, or is just some soldier talk? I mean, or is both? I don't know about that. Just wondering.
I remember every word of it.
Evgenie's voice is low but still decisive.
You have my sympathy, friends. ZENO has also suffered huge losses in many regions. We have lost manpower, territory, armament factories, and even some of our affiliated military schools. Rayashki is but one of these losses. We know how you feel right now.
I don't know about that. He shrugged his shoulders, his face a picture of unhelpfulness. Unhelpfulness, okay.
But ZENO has its own problems to be faced. And investing in these new industries, purchasing fancy equipment, all these things Rayashki will need. All of this takes money. And even ZENO must be economical.
Shouldn't the people in Rayashki also benefit from these global benefits ZENO has promised?
Probably.
We will get there, my friend. Maybe slowly, but we will get there. Trust me, ZENO has done everything they can for you.
I don't think so. I totally don't think so. I think they could actually do something else before kicking them out of their own land.
We need to keep our eyes on our goals and stay on the right course, so that we won't get lost in these turbulent times.
He leans toward Vila, providing an unnecessary whisper.
I know how much faith these people have in you, and I believe you can show them a different perspective about these coming changes. Of course, this will also help you during ZENO'S assessment. Good luck, my friend.
I don't like this situation at all. Poor Vila. A paper medal. Fortune blessing often come knocking on your door or window when you least expect them. Okay. Oh. Is it like some secret message from Zeno to WINDSONG?
The reserves of runium running dry, the appearance of new critters, the sudden snowstorm. I've connected the ley lines of each of these phenomena. The map is nearly complete.
Nice work! She unfolded the complex blueprints filled with various lines and marks.
But still haven't traced many lines and marks back to their source.
I mean, I know she's not part of this land, so she probably is less concerned about the leaving your land thing. But it's funny how she's totally focused on her work and her thingy. Wow. Okay.
Perhaps if I go back to the factories, into the restricted zones. But I can't do that alone.
And I think if they want to evacuate all the island, you also need to go away.
Definitely not when the situation in town is so unstable.
WINDSONG collapsed onto the table. An avalanche followed, covering her in layers of book and manuscript. The piles around her loomed like a mountain range, casting her in shadow.
Well, I should have given this up long ago. There's no chance that the study of ley lines will ever be accepted again.
Phantom's voices of past mockery and scorn rise up to her ears. Oh no. PTSD.
Regretfully, Miss WINDSONG, with nothing but these outdated files and materials to back you up, there's simply no way to justify reinstating the study of ley lines into our curriculum. We don't have unlimited funds, and we must save our money for projects with greater potential. The study of ley lines is... Of course, we might be able to consider new ideas and projects. You can't be allowed to do this on your own. You will need endorsements from the Institution of Geographic Studies, the Arcane Creatures Society, or other such organizations. Let me think. ZENO'S seems to be interested in geographers recently. They just recruited a number of researchers for a new commission. Maybe you should go try your luck with them.
An echo of nursery rhymes ring out from beyond her self-made mountain range. But she's all but obviously oblivious to it. What? Okay.
The submission date is getting closer each day, but I've made poor progress. Zeno won't endorse me if I can't find a breakthrough. They have become more and more radical and desperate lately. First, they sent those researchers here to conduct their haphazard studies, and now an armed force, and all this effort just to chase the rumor of some source of perpetual energy?
That's what they are after.
But this perpetual energy source must be hidden somewhere beneath the permafrost. The higher-ups call the shots. All they need to do is spread a little honey in the right places. Then all the little researchers will swarm on it like flies. But could there really be a magical power source like that? Whether there is or not, I still have a map to finish. There's no way that I can map every ley line in the region all by myself.
You can ask to Vila. Just saying.
Goodbye research funds. Goodbye lectures and seminars, and so long to my dreams of being chair of the Geographical Perspectives Forum.
No, don't give up. It's still not the date when you need to give all your materials. So you have still some time. She jostled the heaps of books, moving them just enough to let in sunlight and sound. They seep in through the cracks like starlight.
Tuk tuk.
Oh, he's my favorite child.
Huh?
Open to him, please. The door snapped shut. WINDSONG stand against it nervously. Huh? Instruments roll off the table, colliding with each other in the windswheel, the corner and under the bed, filling in a cacophonous disarray.
What was that?
Oh, just August. The door is gently pushed open again, revealing the curious face of a sunflower peeking in through the crack.
Winsong, we've been waiting for you.
Baby. He came to get you. As far as medals go, the design is a little crudder than expected. A damp paper doesn't quite have the same gravitas as gold or silver. Still, Winsong had fantasized countless times about receiving such an accolade for her work, even a paper one. Oh, they gave her like a false medal, like a medal made on paper. This is so cute.
Miss Winsong, we prepared a special medal ceremony for you in August.
Oh.
Please, come to our ceremony. We just wanted to thank you for teaching us.
This is adorable.
Miss Villa was right. We shouldn't have been so quick to argue. We should have listened.
Wait, even August have the little medal. What is like a honorary thingy or something.
So you should be given an award for being right.
Oh.
But our ceremony will not be as big as the ones on TV.
Wait, this is the award for being right. For not saying lies. So this is why August have one too. Indeed, this is a very special and exclusive reward. Simple as it is, it comes with something no one else could. The innocence and laughter of children.
Miss Winsong, will you accept this medal?
Obviously. For the first time in a long while, the study of ley lines basks in the glow of scholarly acclaim. The paper medal is cupped in her trembling hand. Aww. She needed validation so bad. How do you feel now? That some random children gave you a medal made of paper and gave you some validation for your work?
I have no cup to put this medal in, so we can't toast with it in celebration.
We can't toast it? What? Oh, Winston, don't cry. She sniffled.
But now I know, no matter what, I won't be returning empty-handed. Thank you, kids.
This is adorable.
Do you mean... are you leaving us?
No.
But there is so much you still need to teach us. Rayashki embraces every guest, including you, Miss Winsong. Don't you like it here?
The children are on the verge of tears. Oh, she's pulled in helplessly too.
But those things I heard at the welcome ceremony, won't we all be leaving soon?
No.
No.
I don't believe it. That stranger was mean. He wasn't our friend.
That's right. Say it. Say this important proclamation, Augusta.
This is our town. They can't speak for us.
That's right.
Neither doubt nor sorrow will dim their eyes. Before her lies only a sea of steadfast faces. Their words encouraging and powerful despite their youth. They plant some strange seed of hope within her.
Miss Villa invited the men from Zeno to leave his ship. Then they went into Mr. EVGENI's meeting room together.
Uncle Knut promised me that no one will give up this place. They will go to many meetings and find a solution that satisfies both sides.
Very well.
The tortoises move slowly. They need to keep their eyes open and look for a better answer. So, Will you stay and teach us?
How can you refuse after this?
I won't cause you any more trouble. I promise.
Oh. The children burst into laughter. Their voices very nearly drown out the rustling noise coming from the window's sill.
Comrade Calculator is speaking.
Comrade Calculator. Curiosity propels the child through the half-open door of the guest room. What are you doing? Oh.
Hello.
Hello? I don't think it can talk.
Comrade Calculator, are you giving the earthworms direction?
This is so adorable. He's calling these things a comrade. Please, it's like I don't know, calling my pencil or my book a comrade. I found it adorable. The clamor by the windows crescendos. What? What is happening? Even on tiptoes, the child barely reaches the faintly glowing calibrator. Unfortunately, he is not the only one searching for it. Oh. More unfortunate still, scaly claws prove mightier than little fingers. Oh. The other children notice the tug of war and crowd around the WINDSONG squeezing into the increasing cramped room.
What's going on here? My calibrator!
Oh.
The whale-like backbone, the diamond-shaped teeth, 2 short legs with dim eyes and an extremely sharp nose. That must be a Kikituk.
Kikituk? Oh, they look ugly. For real.
But their closest habitat should be Konkarl's land, hundreds of kilometers away.
And why are they here? I wonder. Its snout fixate on the new threat in WINDSONG's grasp. She pulls out the scanner, it gear within as ley lines flood forth.
Their marks on the map appear to be red, sort of reddish-brown, and there's a large amount of light energy accumulated around them. Clearly they're high on the food chain. Seems like the small fish have attracted more than one big fish.
Uh-oh. With a swift kick, she sends the grinning critter tumbling.
Kids, get behind me.
Protect the children! Thank God there is a WINDSONG while Vila is away. Oh, you want stars? You want some stars? I'll give you some stars. Okay.
Show begin? Excellent. Ready to step onto the stage.
Okay, they're ugly, but they're somehow kinda... That's type of ugly there is horrendous cute. I don't know, I mean, they seem so goofy. Let's go. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Wee. Wow, they sure look goofy.
They're just little guys. Let the show
Begin.
hold your breath.
Dum
Left hand up. Now right hand up.
dum dum.
Foolish.
Ole. Ok. Haha.
Woohoo! Release.
What? Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Drum drum dum dum. Okay, we won.
Left hand up. Now right hand up.
Hehehe. Done it.
The fieldwork went smooth. I look forward to our next cooperation.
GG. Let's go. Okay, the underrated Kikitus close in the narrow ledge.
Oh,
The KNUT are giving a performance.
A performance? No, wait, I want to see
Their
it too.
nose sings, their four dances, and their belly shakes.
What?
But why aren't their ears doing anything?
The ears?
August, what are you doing there? Stay back. Those are not Kikirin.
I think August doesn't give a fuck. He just like critters.
But...
Oh, don't cry. Please don't cry. The meaning of both their message is lost in the confusion.
But their ears are left behind. They can't join the dance.
What do you mean they can join the dance?
They will not get their Alyonka.
Huh?
Ears?
Windsong, struck by a sudden revelation, fixes on the Kikituk ahead. Beneath his tuft of plush fur lie well hidden hairs of a deeper color.
Природа — это числые черты.
Okay. What is happening? After a brief incantation, lines converge in a beam that hits precisely on its ear. The creature cry pierces the air.
So that seems to be their weak spot.
No way! How did August know?
Good job, little one. You're even more perceptive than I thought.
But I don't think August wanted you to harm them. Windsong passed August's head.
Next.
She reveals a dark and dangerous smile. Wow, fireworks. Fireworks inside the ears of these poor critters. The Kikitus finally relinquish their ill-gotten gain, leaping down and away from the windowsill, leaving behind the gnawed wet fragment of the lay calibrator. Oh.
Blin! This was one of the last working instruments I had!
No! The comrade calibrator. A sunflower gently pats against Windsong's shoulder.
Don't be sad, Miss Windsong. If we plant them in the soil, many more will come out when spring comes.
I don't think that how it's work for that instrument. I mean, it works for sunflower, but that's not a sunflower, August.
Thank you, August.
Oh no.
Miss Winsong, can I be a lay hunter too?
If we were as good as you are, maybe we could have protected your machine.
Oh.
And maybe we could protect our town.
Windsong turns her head, meeting many pairs of expectant eyes.
Kids, lay hunting isn't a good profession.
Oh, but they admire you so much.
If you become a lay hunter, you will have to deal with doubt from all your peers, even hatred, and homework that piles up to your roof.
Miss Winsong, people in Rayashki are taught not to doubt or hate others. They would never hate you.
Oh.
Exactly.
Very nice. The children of Rayashki are in some ways so strange to her. I mean, they are so strange even to me. Their courage and solidarity will overcome her long-standing hesitation. Her curiosity at them, at all of this, become a palpable force, one pulling her ever close to Rayashki. Oh, this is adorable. The Odo Factory, a symphony of steel forged by hard huts and furnaces. Okay. Oh, are they going to repair the thingy that is broken?
I'm happy that you let us show you around, Miss Winsong. We haven't had many other visitors here since the critters started coming near the town. I met the blind lady once. She always smiles, and she has a pretty typewriter. Vila said she's a writer.
Wait a minute, I know who are you talking about. Besmert came here. Ooh, very nice, nice to know. So, someone in the comment told me that maybe at the very start of the event, the one that was typing and writing this event story was always Besmert. So that would actually make sense.
The writer has been to many towns, and she fills up her papers with so much ink, just like I do. So, I made a drawing for her too.
Aww.
And she promised us that she will tell more people to come visit Rayashki.
Wonderful.
Will people from other places like it here?
Besmert helping with the tourism. Adorable. Imagine bones around in August's mind, just out of grasp.
What about your other visitors?
I remember they had green and red rectangular paper, and some shiny cookies in their hands.
Green and red rectangular paper. And shiny cookies. No, I can't recall this one. Who matched the description? Green and red rectangular paper. I don't know.
They tried to trade us their silly papers so they could take our cans and things. They never wanted to work with their own hands.
Wow.
And Rayashki doesn't like lazy bones.
No, indeed, fair. On this, the children heads bob in agreement.
Miss Winsong, Richard got all of us together last night, and we read for our How to Be a Good Tour Guide. So, we can guide you.
Oh.
Miss Winsong is just a bit strange. She's not lazy.
Right. The child hides his face, but the blush on his cheek reaches up to his ears. Oh. You didn't say something weird, don't worry.
This time, I want borscht, blinchik, and oladi.
Oladi.
Let's not hurry on to our rewards, AVGUST'S. We haven't helped Miss Winsong yet.
Oh, right.
Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. Figures large and small pass deftly through the once tightly sealed iron door. Arriving at the only factory left, whose lock has not yet rusted over. Hello? Factory.
Good to see you at our little factory, Miss Winsong.
Hello, KNUT. KNUT? 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 I don't know. Tell me how to pronounce your name.
Hello, sir.
The kids have told me that you want to learn more about the history of Rayashki and the strange things that have happened in the past, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I do. But would that be going against any rules?
No.
Most certainly not, miss. We're not some stubborn old goats that dismiss people for asking questions.
Stubborn old goats, lol. He strives forward.
In fact, I'm relieved. It will be much easier to talk to you than that bitter fellow from Zeno.
Indeed.
He came to the factory with his armed squad, took a quick look around, and left even without a polite farewell.
How mean?
Like a whiff of cold breeze, that one. These old, outdated machines, and hundreds of workers, young and old, each one a mouth to be fed.
Oh.
They are certainly not a pretty sight to the eyes of that greedy hyena.
Hyena.
A pathetic number-crunching cretin.
Lol. Just randomly insulting someone. They just made acquaintance to each other, but they are already gossiping around. Love it. The whispered insult creeps up to her listener here.
I am starting to like you, miss. We would have much to talk about. Perhaps over a drink. If only I didn't have to get on with my work.
I also like you. You're a very nice man. A curious look around goes beyond the hard labor workers. Tightly sealed doors and a thick layer of dust on aging machinery paint a less than optimistic picture.
You can see what's going on here, right?
I can see.
Don't feel sorry for us. Xena might no longer need this ore processing factory, but we could make use of what's left of it.
Very nice, that's the spirit.
Once we get rid of the critters, we can arrange for other minerals or materials to be shipped to Rayashki for processing.
He rubs his hands together, leaning against the shell of a rusted machine.
It is a shame we wasted so much of our good years, never preparing for these bad times. If those strange little monsters weren't there, we might be able to return to our mines. Then we'd really be able to turn things around.
I hope that at the end of this event we will find a solution. I'm very confident about that.
About these mining sites.
Her notebook fluttered rapidly, its page turning as fast as a rolling flame.
Mr. KNUT, have you ever found anything there, other than runium ore?
KNUT, okay. Now I know.
Never. I know those sites like the back of my own hand. I've never seen any other minerals of any worth there.
The rugged man seems to catch her disappointment, and far quicker than she'd expect.
But give it some time, miss. Well, give me some time. Just a few months ago, back when Xena were still keen to work with us and not just ship us away, I remember they found some strange little pebbles.
Ooh. Tell us more.
Dark pebbles that were stuck in the clothes of those little monsters. Xeno soon sent out some troops and caught all the monsters. They didn't leave a single one behind.
So it is as I suspected, that there is actually some important stuff in these mines, and Xeno want it all for his association.
We never heard about those pebbles again, nor have we found more of them in the mines. And you know the rest. Now we've exhausted the runium, and more strange-looking critters have appeared. So it's not safe to go back there. We left them completely deserted.
Not sus at all.
Please take a look at this, Mr. KNUT.
Winston sketched fervently as Knut lumbered toward her with a curious eye.
No, their clothes were thicker than a polar bear's.
Okay. Wow.
But these are closer.
Closer? Ooh.
These monsters had much larger teeth. They almost look like old mining picks. And no ears.
Could they be some kind of Hoytuk?
Yes, this one looked just like the creatures.
What is like their Pokemon evolution? What the fuck? Literally.
If that's true, then it may be another big fish that has come here to feed.
Ooh.
It is true. You can ask around. Many of the other workers have seen it.
So, the color of a Hoytuk is bright yellow, and that matches with these bright yellow lines I've traced here on the map. They are burrowing animals, often living as deep as 15 meters underground. So if they were here, that must mean...
That must mean...
that there must be some undiscovered resource here.
Ooh, let's go! The corner of her mouth curled as she muttered the words.
Talk of undiscovered resources would be music to our ears, miss.
I don't want to get your hopes up. It's still too early to draw any conclusions.
Are we sure?
Yet, the corner of your mouth is suggesting the opposite.
Oh, she's just happy.
I must be cautious before confirming there really is a new resource. Nonetheless, it's a silver lining. Thank you, Mr. KNUT.
Think nothing of it, miss. Maybe one day you and your research will return the favor.
Indeed. Sometimes you can find the best inspiration with the most surprising outcome.
I will, if I can.
Whee! She reaches out a hand and he shakes it heartily, with warm straight.
I hope your work here can be resumed shortly.
I hope so too.
Don't worry about us. We will find a way to drive those critters away and start production once again. We have all our brothers and sisters with us, and these machines still run perfectly. As long as we continue to put in our best effort, there's no reason why things won't get better.
Fantastic. I love your spirit. You're such an optimistic man. He pats the trembling coating machine with affection, like embracing an old friend.
Is this exceptionally positive spirit common with the people here?
Probably.
Well, can't blame us for that. There are very few places in the world like Rayashki. Here, everyone earns their food and their rest through working hard together. Then outside of work, ice hockey, learning courses, even music lessons. Not everyone is as lucky as us. That is why we won't let Rayashki die.
Oh. KNUT's voice rises as if singing.
With busy hands and open hearts, Rayashki will live on. It will grow stronger, glowing as brightly as these furnaces.
Something brilliant indeed burns within those furnaces. A product greater than any ore or slag, emerging from the melding of purpose and sweat. The pen that stopped stirs once again, but this time she seems to be sketching out something far harder to picture. Huh?
I have to say, Rayashki is truly a curious place.
Let me see the sketch, WINDSONG mutters to herself.
It has a spirit which I've never found elsewhere.
Oh.
Yes. Perhaps that's what was missing from the study of ley lines in the past.
Oh, someone is hungry. An odd sound interrupts her contemplation. The sunflower pats again at the boy belly. Oh.
Miss WINDSONG, would you like to meet Mr. Patrick?
Who is Mr. Patrick? The friendly BERTOLT nods with an understanding smile.
It's time to go to the canteen, boys and girls. Eat well, and you'll grow strong.
In the canteen? Oh, so they're not like I don't know, dining or some place where you can eat. You okay?
Patrick knows how to feed you well. He's the best cook in town.
Ah, okay. There is someone that is going to feed them, not they actually go into a canteen and eat whatever, okay.
But I would suggest you be careful with that one. If you don't want to get stuck with his endless chatter all night.
I have never been to the canteen. I stayed out of that area in my previous visits to avoid unwanted trouble.
So it's time to go.
Forward to Comrade Blinchik.
Comrade Blinchik.
До скорой встречи, miss. I look forward to hearing good news from you.
KNUT waves them off before setting back into his world of metal. The charring and whizzing of machinery replacing words. Let's go. The canteen buzzes with the din of workers. The children waze through the busy hall, leading WINDSONG by the hand.
This is our canteen.
Oh.
We play hide and seek here when we're hungry.
What? You play hide and seek when you're hungry? I mean, do you steal the food or you actually pay for it?
Comrade stew and potato piroshki.
Potato.
Always the easiest to find.
Potato piroshki.
They're not very clever either. But Comrade Zinchik is very good at the game.
Whoa, whoa.
He can only be found at dinners on Friday.
We have good food, like mashed potatoes and boiled potatoes and potato stew.
Nice.
Mr. Patrick said a good cook can turn even simple ingredients into delicious food.
That's true. Nina cast a glance around her before she speaks softly.
The grown-ups are so kind to us. Sometimes they give us their cheese and salad, so they only have potatoes to eat.
Aww.
Don't cry, Nina. Remember when you shared your linka with everyone? When we grow up, it'll be our turn to help the grown-ups with our potatoes.
Oh, that's adorable. There is an awareness of in them, a gravity few children possess at their age. Thankfully, some do retain their blissful innocence.
We also have the Tin Hat.
Tin Hat?
Food in them.
Okay.
Avgust, it's called a Workers' Festival.
Okay, well, I like August version more.
We have it every month. Everyone must sit in a circle in the canteen and sing songs. And Miss Villa plays the accordion for us.
Aww.
We each get a can of food in it. Sometimes it's a shonka, sometimes it's salad, sometimes sprouts.
I guess we're going to see this happening at least once, maybe at the end of the event.
Yes, and after the Tin Hat Festival,
Tin Hat.
we would bury our tin hats in the ground. Yellow ones, red ones, and white ones. Then tiny trees will come out from them next year.
Oh my god, you're adorable.
I have told you many times, they are not tin seeds and they don't grow into trees. They're just tin cans. We only bury them so they won't pollute the snow.
My god, okay. Let the child dream. Leave August alone with his fantasies. I love him. The subject of their debate flips a hidden switch in Winsong's mind, the revelation flicking into light.
Piles of tin cans. Food.
She unfolded the ley energy point map, pointing to the last blurred area of interwoven lines and traces.
Those empty cans you mentioned, did you store them here?
Oh, I know this place. That's where the adults dug a big hole. They put some things inside. It's covered up with rocks and ice now.
Wow, these children are actually helping her discovering all the missing pieces.
Yes, Pasono is right. That's where the grown-ups put all our old metal after they make them into little cubes.
Oh.
Miss Vila said it helps keep our town and the whole region clean. Why? What's wrong with that place?
I'm thrilled. There must be lots of big fish left to be found around there.
Ooh.
If I can write a report and provide a practical plan, maybe I can get I could request reinforcements.
Okay. Okay. There was a little bit sus from you, Winsong. She also swallowing back the unfriendly name.
Yay! School trip! School trip!
School trip?
This is no trip, children. I'm not going there for a hike. You must stay in town and be good. That goes for every one of you. Understood?
And why August is not gonna do that? Her resolution fails before she even finished. The children protest, rise in disordered chorus, drowning out all other surrounding sound, only to be matched by their static feats of announcement. Oh. Winsong clutches at a thin throw of salvation.
Shh! Quiet, kids!
Attention, please. Tomorrow at 8 in the morning, we will be holding our final hearing.
Okay.
In this meeting, we hope to finalize our next steps and answer any remaining questions. We look forward to seeing you there.
So there will be a meeting. I remember the trailer, they were actually traveling in the snow, the people of Rayashki, so I guess... Hey, oh, where are you? Ah.
A few moments later.
I know how to treat a new friend like you.
Thank you. Okay, before the game decided to crash on me from nowhere. Oh no, it didn't even save. Okay, I'm gonna skip everything. Can I skip? Yes, I can skip. Okay, I was saying, I remember that in the trailer, they were actually traveling, the people of Rayashki, they were traveling in the middle of the snow. So I guess in the end they're going to travel in any case. So they're going to accept leaving the village behind. I don't know. Okay, last chapter for this part. Heavier than knowledge. This place is already overflowing with treasures. Please bring something more substantial. Okay, I'm gonna do that, I guess. Bertolt leans back in his armchair, casting a fleeting glance forward before his head falls.
What's this? Are you planning on getting a job with Zeno too?
Huh?
It says here you've been staying in this town for months, but it seems you're not on our list for potential recruitment from Rayashki.
The smile on his face remained as affably saccharine as ever.
I should remind you, for you researchers, what you produce tells much more about you than your efforts.
That's precisely why I'm here.
Go on.
He finally deigned to raise his head up.
Based on the recent investigations, I'm confident that there is a new energy source in the area that has yet to be discovered.
And that's it? We already believed there was something here when we sent you out in the first place. You were sent here to find it. Instead, all you do is confirm what we already knew.
But you said that perpetual energy was just a myth, didn't you?
Okay, so I already know she was working for Zeno, but now I'm actually wonder what it is her purpose. She just want to be... she just want that her research is actually accepted in general, and she's working with Zeno because she could actually do some research in this land. Well, in any case.
Of course it wasn't just a myth, lady. Why else would we ask you to investigate here in the first place?
Winston gives a frown that slips quite intentionally into a scowl.
Do you have anything else to report?
No, but I do need your help. I will need an armed squad to come with me to the mining sites so that I can continue my investigations into this subject. I'm afraid I don't know how long it will take. It also depends on the number of soldiers you can spare for the task.
You have a terrible sense of humor.
Oopsie.
I'm not being funny. You want more research on the new resource too, don't you?
He's a mean man, I already understand this much.
Miss Vinson, do you really think this is even a remotely reasonable request?
Maybe.
Critters are running rampant in the area, and you demand help to verify what is, as far as I can see, a highly questionable conclusion. Why should I waste Zeno's time and resources on this?
Well, I'm not surprised by his reaction. I knew he wouldn't be happy.
Not to mention, putting the lives of our soldiers at risk.
If you have doubts, please take a look at these files.
The researcher dives her hands into her bag, but is met with a wave of dismissal.
And let me guess, you learned all this from your study of ley lines?
Obviously.
To date, The theory of ley lines has neither been approved by the Arcane Study Review Association, nor accepted by the Project Assessment of Human Science and Technology. It has 0 academic achievements, 0 endorsements, and aside from the questionable example in front of me, 0 researchers.
That's all only a temporary setback.
Ms. Winsong, I sympathize with the awkward situation I have put you in. However, ZENO'S simply cannot afford to waste resources on a proposal without any solid evidence.
I will give you something. All I need is a bit of help up front. I promise.
Okay. The look in his eyes is glazed, bored, but Winsong does not falter.
Did you not come here to deal with these critters? Then what's the fuss about? Can't you deal with them while accompanying me to these mining sites as well?
Fair. Bertolt eyes widen, now unglazed as he rises. He paced silently, drifting at first, then proceeding to the window sill.
I'm afraid you've got our intentions altogether wrong.
Ho? The windows closed tightly, sealing the last whisper of wind from the outside.
ZENO is here for one thing only. A source of perpetual energy.
Isn't this what Winsong is trying desperately to tell you? That she found the energy?
This is what you have been tasked to find. With the resources you were given. We won't approve any further requests until you have a solid lead. We aren't paying you for a charity mission.
So then you never planned on controlling the critters here? The squad you brought here was to control the town?
Obviously, I knew it.
A force sufficient to deal with the critters would have attracted unwanted attention from our rivals. It is not in our interests to share this town or its resources. I'm sure you can see that.
I knew it, that they wanted the people to go away so that they can do whatever they want with the town and use all the resources in there. I knew it.
So even if we do find the resource for you, you won't leave this town or its people alone?
No.
We're talking about the ultimate energy source of Arcanum. Do you think we will just walk away and leave it to be squandered by a bunch of ignorant peasants and miners?
It's so funny to think that they say it as an excuse. Oh yes, your mines can't provide us anything useful at all. So we will not help you. We don't want to collaborate with you anymore. And their actual plan is to possess the island so that they can use the actually ultimate energy source of Arcanum without the people of Rayashki knowing that. That is so fishy. Wow, you're a bunch of bastards. I mean,
you should be ashamed of yourself.
That's right. That's exactly the word I was searching for in my head. Thank you, Winsong. Thank you a lot. I totally agree. Bertolt's smile fades like a bad aftertaste.
What we are going to do with Rayashki should be of no concern to you. We have made every arrangement for them. We aren't monsters. Before the final decision is made, we will continue to help the locals as much as we can.
We aren't monsters.
Including you.
He said. Before the well-eyed researcher can voice her dissent, Bertolt steers the conversation with well-practiced ease. Wordlessly, he draws out an attractive-looking document and slides it across the table towards her.
Is this?
You seem surprised. Isn't it what you have always wanted?
I don't know what is wrote here.
With ZENO'S endorsement, you will be able to teach your program in any university.
Okay, so now we are using the corruption card.
We have prepared this gesture of our good faith in you.
Aha.
Now, it's your turn to show yours. Forget about an armed squad. They have more important things to do.
If I have to say something, I think a bunch of university students will not be adorable and validating as these like 5 or 6 children in a Rayashki. If I was in you, I would probably prefer to teach to the children. I mean, they actually give you so much validation, but maybe if you have big projects to be recognized, etc., etc., you prefer to be recognized by other adult people, I could understand, but still...
You're on your own, my friend. But prove to us that you can do this job and bring us the best answer you can give.
The pale letterhead stings, Windsong fingertips.
And this piece of paper will be yours when you complete your mission.
I understand.
Oh no, the corruption card worked?
See that you do. Good luck out there, Miss Windsong.
Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Deep footprints, now half buried in fresh snow, trace the path of the researcher determined march behind her. Abandoned mine. Oh no, she's going alone. Her courage, passion, and body temperature rapidly cooling against the blizzard.
Was I out of my mind? He was just trying to get me out of his office. He threw a carrot out of the window and I chased right after it like a blinded mule. Still.
If it is your dream, I can understand it, but at the same time, yes. I'm happy actually that you are criticizing yourself for falling for it. Her hand lingers on the paper nestled within her pocket.
Maybe this carrot is too good to let go.
With a sign of resignation, she reaches deeper.
Focus. Once I fill the gaps in my data, I will be able to pitch it to Zeno, and all subsequent research won't be a problem anymore. The primary food sources for Hoytuk are raw minerals underground. Those processed metals only keep them from starving to death. They wouldn't have gone across any icy ocean just to gnaw on old equipment and trash. All I need to do is find a trace of their activities so that I can learn about their current conditions, and from there, locate their other food sources. Stay calm. Hoytuk are gentle creatures. They rarely attack humans. I just need to be cautious.
They rarely attack humans. But what about Arcanists? Her internal struggle... Arcanists that are invading their personal space. Her internal struggle will have to wait, as more practical problems loom larger. The blizzard are covering almost everything, leaving a few cans of poke out, rattling along with the wind.
All right, change of direction. If I were to look down instead of looking forward, maybe I should scan the area and follow where the ley energy is leading, just like I did at Silbury Hill.
Okay.
Of course, I hope the outcome will be different this time.
I hope so too. She survives the expanse of boundless snow.
Before all that, I need to clear out this place. Природа — это числа и черты.
Okay. What are you doing?
Природа — это мозаика цветов.
Ooh. The soil churns in slowly ways along the what? A volunteer resonance spread beyond it, one to which one she is completely unaware. I don't think they will be Pacific anymore. Clearly these creatures harbor some discontent and discards of their land.
Shoot. Now I've done it.
Indeed.
Those vestigial digging teeth, the 3 fingers long tearing teeth, these are not Hoytuk.
And what are these? They bare their teeth and claws in a rhythmic way, like a primitive pre-feeding ritual.
These scaled wings must be for swimming. Then you must be...
Huh?
Mutant Kikituk from the Olga area.
Oh?
You should be at the Olga Strait hunting for migrating salmon and whales, not here.
Well, I guess it's Zeno's fault if there are so many species that aren't supposed to be here. Oh wow. The Kikitus can no longer contain themselves and pause toward Windsong. Oopsie. Okay, recommend the star. Fantastic. Let's go for it. Oh my! They're so big and so ugly. Begin. Bang. Ok. Ok. It's illegal, are you sure? Bang. Ok. Tum tum trum 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 tum. My commentary in the fighting is bang bang. Take that. Now it's down, and me humming the fight song.
I look forward to our next cooperation.
We won once again. Let's go. Okay. Winsong sits slumped on the ground, grasping for air. Their fury has not yet abated. The creatures hold their ground. Oh, reinforcement.
Why would you come here? What inspired you to trek across the ocean just to hunt for humans?
Her aggressors show no sign of understanding. They inch closer, rolling drop from their mouth.
It seems while their claws and teeth have degraded, their reflex is much quicker than a Hoytuk's. They perceived my approach even though I used my ley line reader as a dampener.
Oh. A rumble distant, then near drones out her side. What is that? The reinforcement? A gunshot hammers out nearby, the shot landing on one of the snarling Kikituk. The bolt is drawn back, the familiar sound sent another scurrying away.
Get out!
Ooh.
Get out of here! I'll cover you!
Oh wow! Thank you for the rescue, EVGENI. Morgan fire thunders over and over until the last Kikituk abandons their position. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you a lot, for real. Composing herself, the researcher immediately returns to her work.
Evgeny, the kids told me about a can pile. Is it nearby?
Wow, you instantly switched to something else.
Can pile?
Iforos is bros, motioning with his eyes to some hilly snowdrift nearby.
They must be talking about our waste metal. I'm afraid it's gone, Miss Winsong. Maybe animals dug it all out, or maybe those little monsters ate it.
Wow, they ate metals?
Do you know if that happened before or after the Runian mines ran dry?
I'm not sure.
EVGENI bros furrows again, this time casting a survey glance at her scattered instrument.
You shouldn't be here. There's nothing of value to find in this place, and you're not supposed to be using this arcane equipment here either. We have a better way to deal with these fierce little monsters. What you're doing will just attract more of them.
His statement rattles her.
You can drive away the Kikituks?
Not anymore. We don't have much left to fight them off with. Zeno didn't bring any equipment for it, let alone any weapons.
Yeah.
Go. Leave before it's too late.
He carefully checks the rifle on his hand.
What if I don't want to just give up?
Oh! EVGENI slows down, making his inspection come across as even more deliberate.
I've seen your residence application. You say you are a researcher. Then you should be clever enough not to go down a fruitless and dangerous path.
I admit that what I am doing here is reckless. And maybe I'm just motivated by my own selfish interests. But I can't just walk away from my commitments.
Wow.
You have lived in Rayashki for a long time. You know what commitment means here much better than I do.
Are we if we're talking about commitment? Wow. You have all my admiration. There is a shift in his face as he turns away from her.
I won't give it up so easily. Just like the people here won't give away their land like nothing.
It's stubbornness. That's all.
Probably. But at the same time...
They should have gone to other places and put their talents to good use, rather than staying here to fight for nothing.
It's not nothing. It's the place they want to live. WINDSONG holds the stairs, lifting her chin to match up to him.
Is that why you gave away the town so easily to Zeno? Do you really even know your neighbors?
I don't think so at this point.
I have lived and worked together with them for decades. Don't be ridiculous. I agree with Zeno's perspective.
I've been to many places, and I have encountered many people like you. Stuck-up leader types. Making decisions on behalf of other people because it's what's good for them.
And they should listen, just as you should now.
Fight for it. Fight for it. Let's go. He braces his rifle as he motions her back and scans the near horizon.
It's my responsibility to protect everyone, to do right by them. I will make them see it tomorrow at the hearing.
We continued. That's right. Okay. Okay, guys, we stop here. I'm liking this event a lot. It's not in something that is into action. This time there isn't a mystery to be solved, but I like to see the resolve of WINDSONG coming out from her. She wants to believe in her dreams, and at the same time she wants to help. I mean, if she can reach what she wants, she could help the people in Rayashki. At least she wants to help them. But I like how she also has flaws, because at the very moment Bertolt let her see the piece of paper that she desires so much. She actually fell for it. And she's angry because she fell for it, but at the same time she can't deny her desire to want to reach that dream. So I found the character of WINDSONG write very well, because she is not like a superhero, and at the same time she's not only focused on her researches, but I can see the deepness in her character. So I'm liking her a lot. And at the same time, I'm not liking EVGENI, because obviously, as I already said before, he's not acting like a true leader. He used He's just justifying himself, saying, yes, I'm doing this for them, for all the people, because blah blah, but it's always the worst way you can actually act as a leader, doing something for their good. If you don't want, I mean, you need to talk to all the people and decide, but at the same time, I don't hate EVGENI for now. I think I can sense that he actually wanted the best for his people. I'm not happy in how he decided to act, but I can feel that he probably will redeem himself at the end of the event, so we'll see. We'll see what will happen, so stay tuned. As always, thank you all for your support, and we'll see each other on the next video, on the next part. Bye bye, guys!